In the glitzy, dazzling world of Hollywood, where everything appears polished and perfect on the surface, few would expect that behind the scenes lies a truth dark enough to shake an entire empire. But that's exactly what happened when federal agents unexpectedly raided the lavish mansion of P. Diddy, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry. The shock wasn't just about what authorities discovered in that house, but about who else might be dragged into the fallout. And leading the list of those potentially implicated? None other than Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, the two women behind one of the most influential families in entertainment for nearly 2 decades. It's hard to imagine the Kardashian-Jenner empire, with its billion-dollar brands, wildly successful reality shows, and global influence, on the verge of collapse. But the secrets that may be unearthed could leave Hollywood gasping for air. From alleged secret tapes to off-the-record relationships, undisclosed hush money, and a sophisticated web of behind-the-scenes power moves, it all seems to be unraveling, piece by piece. And now the question is the Kardashian spotlight bright enough to hide everything? Or has the moment finally come for the masks to fall? It all exploded on what seemed like just another ordinary morning, until dozens of federal agents suddenly swarmed P. Diddy's luxurious mansion, nestled in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Los Angeles. As sleek black SUVs lined the street and curious neighbors began to gather, authorities inside were carrying out what would become one of the most jaw-dropping searches in recent entertainment history. But what truly shook Hollywood wasn't just that Diddy was being investigated, it was what they found inside that mansion. According to inside sources, investigators seized dozens of video recordings and data storage devices. Footage that not only captured extravagant parties but allegedly included sensitive material involving some of the most recognizable faces in the industry. More alarmingly, a few clips were reportedly filmed inside so-called private rooms on the property. Spaces with no phones, no security, and no official recording devices. Just guests. And interactions no one wanted the public to see. One insider described the footage as raw, unedited evidence, allegedly including a woman resembling Kim Kardashian at a particular party from years ago. While it's no secret that Diddy's events often drew A-listers, especially prominent women in entertainment, no one expected that behind the polished Instagram photos, there could be a much darker reality. A world of influence, secret arrangements, and quiet transactions. For years, rumors have swirled about Diddy hosting invite-only, private parties that were more than just social gatherings. Some claimed these events were used to vet, recruit, or even manipulate rising stars. And now, if these tapes are legitimate, they could be the most damning proof yet, confirming whispers that had long been dismissed as conspiracy theories. As one industry insider put it, everyone knew about Diddy's parties, but not everyone got invited. And if you did, you had to play by his rules. If the footage is real, and if Kim Kardashian's name is truly linked, this isn't just a personal scandal. It's something that could rock the foundation of an entire media dynasty, and pull back the curtain on a side of celebrity life that the public was never meant to see. In Hollywood, Kris Jenner isn't just a mom. She's a brand, a strategist, and a woman known for turning any scandal into a business opportunity. The media once dubbed her the ultimate momager, a fusion of mom and manager. A nickname that sounds endearing, until you realize what she may have done to elevate the Kardashian family to superstardom. But with new revelations surfacing, people are starting to wonder. Was Kris truly a devoted mother, or a calculated producer willing to sacrifice anything for the spotlight? Let's rewind to 2007, the turning point when Kim Kardashian's infamous tape with Ray J was leaked. The media went into a frenzy, and Kim's name went global overnight. But years later, rumors began swirling that Kris wasn't just managing the aftermath. She may have orchestrated the entire thing. Some reports even claim she helped broker the distribution deal with an adult entertainment company. One insider once revealed, she didn't panic when the tape leaked. Honestly, it looked like everything was going according to plan. From that moment on, Kris didn't just manage her daughter's career. She drew up a blueprint as precise as a military campaign. Who Kim would date, where she'd appear, what she'd wear, what she'd say. But what's more concerning is that Kris may have done more than just shape Kim's image. She allegedly steered her into high-stakes relationships with powerful figures in music and media, including, notably, Diddy himself. According to one behind-the-scenes rumor in entertainment circles, Kris once arranged for Kim and Diddy to have a casual meeting at a Miami party in the early 2010s. At the time, Kim was still carving out her socialite queen image, while Diddy was expanding into television and fashion. They both stood to gain, and Kris saw that before anyone else did. Now, with Diddy under investigation and sensitive footage possibly surfacing, people are re-examining how Kim's image was built and whether she was ever in full control of her own path. Could it be that Kris Jenner has been pulling the strings all along? Not just to protect her daughter, but to leverage every connection, every relationship, for power and profit? Kris once said in an interview, "If there's a media crisis, I'll turn it into a business opportunity." But this time, that same crisis might just be the one that threatens to bring everything she's built over the past 20 years crashing down. In the world of showbiz, where every social media move is scrutinized down to the smallest detail, even something as minor as an unfollow can make headlines. And Kim Kardashian, who has long mastered the art of curating her public image, knows this better than anyone. So when she suddenly unfollowed P. Diddy on Instagram, just 24 hours before his home was raided by federal agents, fans and media instantly raised an eyebrow. Did Kim know something the rest of us didn't? Fans quickly combed through their recent social interactions and realized that just days earlier, Kim and Diddy were still liking each other's posts, dropping friendly comments, and appearing on good terms. Then suddenly, not only did Kim unfollow him, she also wiped every photo of them together from her profile. Within 48 hours, Diddy's mansion was swarmed by agents, and Hollywood was rocked by a wave of allegations. The suspicious timing sparked theories online that Kim had been tipped off, possibly by someone powerful and close to the situation. Many eyes turned to Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's longtime partner. With his mysterious background and his ties to both Diddy and figures reportedly connected to government operations, Corey suddenly became a prime suspect in the rumor mill. Was he the one who warned Kim to cut ties before things blew up? The plot thickened when fans recalled a behind-the-scenes interview clip from 2018 where Kim was asked about her relationship with Diddy. She smiled and gave a vague, almost dismissive answer. "Oh, he's always been interesting." At the time, it seemed light-hearted. But in hindsight, it might have hinted at something deeper. Like a seasoned chess player, Kim seemed to know exactly when to pull back. But this move, so quick, so deliberate, felt almost too strategic. Instead of calming speculation, it poured gasoline on the fire. Many fans began to suspect that Kim wasn't just distancing herself from drama. She might have actually been closer to it than anyone realized. And if she truly was warned ahead of time, it raises an even bigger question. Was Kim simply trying to protect her image, or is she a link in a much bigger, more complex web that's now slowly unraveling? If you thought the scandal involving Diddy and the Kardashian family was just about extravagant parties and shady videos, think again. Because this story is now taking a much darker turn, leading us into the shadowy crossroads of religion, influence, and hidden money. At the center of it all, Hillsong Church. Once seen as the go-to church for celebrities, Hillsong attracted stars like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Chris Pratt, and a long list of A-listers who flocked there for what seemed like spiritual renewal. But behind the polished worship concerts and Instagram-worthy sermons, the church has been embroiled in financial scandals, abuse of power, and disturbing connections to Hollywood's underground circles. And now, its name is once again surfacing, this time in a leaked investigative report suggesting Hillsong may be at the center of a hush money scheme involving not just Diddy, but, surprisingly, the Kardashian family as well. Sources allege that a hush fund was created using Hillsong's financial infrastructure to pay off individuals tied to accusations against Diddy. What's even more unsettling is that this money didn't come from record labels or law firms. It reportedly came from generous donations by famous figures. One name mentioned repeatedly in the internal documents? Justin Bieber, a longtime member of Hillsong, and someone with close personal ties to both the church and the Kardashian circle. Yes, you heard that right. There's growing suspicion that Bieber, knowingly or unknowingly, may have contributed to a financial web designed to shield powerful people from accountability. Whether he was simply donating to his church or funding something darker, the lines are now being blurred. Even more curious, fans noticed that during Hillsong's internal crisis between 2020 and 2021, Kim Kardashian quietly stopped attending the church's public events, despite previously having a close relationship with Pastor Carl Lentz, a friend of Bieber's and, allegedly, a familiar face at Diddy's private gatherings. A connection between a church and scandals involving abuse, manipulation, and secret payouts may sound too wild to believe. But if you've followed the history of Hollywood long enough, you know that the places that seem the safest are often the ones hiding the biggest secrets. And if Hillsong is indeed part of a broader effort to funnel hush money under the radar, then the Kardashians are no longer bystanders. They may be positioned right at the center of a scandal that could shake the entire entertainment industry to its core. If you're feeling as shaken as I am after peeling back the layers behind Hollywood's glossy facade, don't just scroll past this. Hit that like button to help spread the truth. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Do you think the Kardashians are truly involved? And subscribe to the channel, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. What's coming next might be even more explosive.